Now we go to our favorite one, procurement. Who's in procurement? I have literally about 9 minutes left. If you're in procurement, if this is relevant to you, please let us know. By the way, the reason why here it's supposed to be a map, so my map cannot display because there are admin issues, whatever the case may be. But I like to believe that if you were to get this link, can I ask that one of the crew please share the links to these dashboards that we are actually displaying today for everyone to go through them on your own, so that you can actually study and see how you can tell a story through a dashboard. Now, there's a thing called a bookmark within Power BI. Let's say, for example, you're preparing for a presentation and they're asking you to report on figures for your department. Or you're a business person and you are pitching for funding at whatever company that you are pitching it in. And now you need to go through large sums of data, not only that, visualizations as well. And then you say, okay, fine. So I need to go through these visualizations, right? And to be honest, there's a lot of information. I have data all the way from 1900 to 2049. That's so many years. And there are crucial points of data set that is found within the data that you have analyzed in 2047, in 1956, which is a pattern that you've realized. Let's say, for example, you picked up that every 10 years, the business performs in a certain way. Every 10 years, it performs in a certain way. So you're providing a solution for business to start either upskilling or upscaling, whatever the case may be. And your solution would be, we need more resources, but you need to justify it, but you can't. So for you to justify such large sums of data, you use bookmarks within Power BI. That bookmark will take you through the journey and you will tell your story far better in this case. So now let's say, for example, you are in a hardware department, or rather you procure a lot of hardware. And in your procurement department, because remember, especially if you are in procurement, especially if in a large company, you procure for every department. But you need to know which company or which department requires which hardware when, right? You use this data for you to be proactive. Already you are sourcing them before they can even come and demand more laptops, because you have new hires. Let's say, for example, the dashboard for HR, which are integrated. Let's say for argument's sake, they're integrated. Now you already go to HR. You know that customer service agents around December, January, they get fired because people go partying. They do not pitch for work. Whatever the case may be, come January, it's hearing after hearing after hearing after hearing. And that hearing makes you lose more people on floor, meaning that you must hire 2 more people to replace that one person. So you already know that you need 1 more laptop. So you go as a procurement specialist or a person who procures for IT infrastructure. You already know that at this era, at this period, we always need a new laptop, or we need to buy a second-hand laptop, or most probably we'll take somebody's laptop and give it to somebody. But because maybe the hearing goes for a long time, maybe 3 months, a person is still in the hearing, you can't even give their laptop to somebody else, because essentially they're still they're still employees of your company. So now you start analyzing your data in this way. So you check, okay, how much money are we more likely to spend? You start speaking to your budget. You start asking for more budget. You start justifying it through your dashboard. And then you start actually giving, or rather telling a story. What I always say about Power BI, or rather any data analytics tool, is that business intelligence tool help you as a business owner, as a strategist, as a manager, as a person who is supposed to give feedback, or, thank you very much, Isabella, give feedback on the performance of your department or your business to tell a story far better. And today you're going to learn how. You're going to learn the back end of all of this. You are seeing there are about how many visuals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 visuals, by the way. 6 visuals on this particular dashboard alone. Now you're going to learn how you're going to add these visuals. In the background, how do you analyze data? How do you clean your Excel? What is your data source? What is a data source? How does it look like? And why is it that you need to hire people like us to actually come help you clean your data before we can even visualize it? What are data relationships? Because data relationships are what causes us to have an x-axis and a y-axis. It's things like that.